Hey guys, welcome back to my new video once again. In this video, I will be talking about fluency of spoken English because we want to be fluent in spoken English and we don't know what to do in order to improve our spoken English, in order to bring fluency in our spoken English, because we want to be fluent similar as we are fluent in our first language. We are able to speak anything related to anything comfortably and naturally in our first language, and same thing we want to be in second language. And how it's gonna be possible? It's gonna be possible when you will be practicing right way. Okay, and what you will have to do, if I have to improve our spoken English, for example, then what we'll have to do is you will have to practice, man, because practice will help you a lot. Practice means, what types of practice I'm talking about? Let me clear it first. I'm talking about speaking. You will have to practice more and more in practice. Okay, because practicing is such a thing that will help you to bring fluency in your spoken English, that will help you to bring all those sentences or whatever you want to bring in your habit. Practicing will help you to bring everything in your habit, and when something will fall in your habit, what will happen is effortlessly you will be speaking comfortably, you will be speaking naturally, you will be speaking and you will sound natural, confident, comfortable and fluent as well. That's why I'm telling you that practice is a way that will help you to bring everything in your habit, and once thing falls in your habit, you become in the habit of that, you become used to of that, and whenever there is time to perform, whenever there is time to show your ability, at that time you feel comfortable because everything is in your habit. And what will happen is you will be doing that thing very well. For example, if all sentences which are required to be spoken, if those will fall in your habit, you will be speaking comfortably and naturally, you will sound natural, confident, fluent as well. That's why I'm telling you, man, that this method, like I'm talking about speaking method. Speaking, you are learning a language. Language can be mastered by speaking more and more. There is no any shortcut that will help you to bring fluency, and there is no any shortcut that will bring fluency in your habit or bring sentences in your habit, and by that you can become fluent. No, not at all, except speaking. Speaking is the key of fluency, and speaking is such a way that will push you forward, and that will enhance your is spoken English, like fluency. The more you will speak, the better you will become gradually. You have to speak everything gradually, day by day, and what will happen is you will be noticing that your foundation will be growing gradually. You will become very comfortable with this language. You will be speaking, being fluent comfortably, and you will sound natural as well. And how you will be practicing in this video, let me tell you what you can do in order to speak more and more, because you understood that in order to improve your spoken English, now the time is to speak. You got it, that you have to speak more and more. Now the time is to find the question or anything that you can do in speaking, so that you can improve your spoken English. Because speaking means what? You should be aware of things as well, that what you can do in order to speak, so that you can cover and you can be fluent in spoken English. So here in this video I will talk about, you will have to cover all situations related sentences. Okay, and which types of sentences I'm talking about is, let me tell you, you will have to cover past, present, future. Okay, you will have to sometimes you will have to talk about past, sometimes you will have to talk about present, sometimes you will have to talk about future as well. And also you will have to analyze your requirement, your daily activities, whatever you do in your first language in which you are comfortable and fluent. For example, you are fluent in Hindi language. Okay, in any language anybody can be fluent. So what you can do is, you will have to analyze what you do in that language. In that language means, you must meet people, you must do any activities, you must wake up early in the morning or at any time, and after waking up, whatever you do, you have to repeat all those activities after converting it in English. But make sure you don't have to convert it from Hindi to English. No, not at all. You have to avoid doing this. What will happen is you will get frustrated over time, because you will be thinking I am translating it from Hindi, then English. It means you are taking time. So you are practicing alone anywhere. What will happen at that time? You will feel comfortable. Nobody is waiting for your answer. No, and you are not answerable for anybody's question. Okay, at that time you are completely free. You can take time. You can speak. You can do whatever you want to do. But suppose you are doing conversation with anybody. Okay, at that time nobody will be waiting for your answer more than 1 minute or 30 seconds. That's why I'm telling you, man, that you will have to increase speed as well. Speed means I'm not talking about you have to speak very fastly, so that person whom you are talking, he is not able to understand. No, not at all. Still you will have to avoid being like this. No, not at all, man. You will have to stop being like this. You have to be very accurate and appropriate. Whenever you are going to speak, your sentence should be accurate, your sentence should be appropriate, and you should articulate your thought. Okay, you have to be like that. And how it's gonna be possible? I'm talking about stop converting from Hindi to English. Instead, what you can do is you can directly think in English. And how it's gonna be possible, I tell you. Gradually, I know initially you will not be able to think in English directly. Of course, it will take some time. So what you can do is initially don't focus whatever you're doing, try to speak. It doesn't matter whether you are speaking correctly or incorrectly, you just have to speak more and more. Back of the mind, what will be happening is gradually you will see that some changes would have come in your spoken English, and you would have become comfortable with that language. And whenever you will have to speak comfortably and naturally, you will be speaking. Because see, initially everybody makes mistake related to anything, any department, any field. Anybody who is learning or doing anything initially, definitely he must make or she must make mistake. Okay, gradually everything is mastered and gradually everything is learned. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, initially don't consider whether you are correct or wrong. You just have to go with your routine, and you just have to cover everything. No matter whether you are correct or not, you just stick with the routine and continue the routine of day, and you have to stick with it unless you feel satisfied. Okay, when you will be satisfied, now the time is to do whatever you want to do. Means you can do anything related to anything, man. Right now I am talking about fluency and how it's gonna be possible. Already I have told you that you will have to stick, you will have to pick different topics, you will have to cover different scenarios, situation, whatever you experience, you will have to make sentences related to that. And what you can do is you will have to improve two things, and if you will stick with four things, that will be far better. Because when you will stick with those four things, what will be happening is you will be learning this language very fastly, because you will be writing, reading, listening and speaking. And if you don't want to stick with writing and reading, you will have to, you must have to stick with listening. Because while listening anything, you will be improving the listening power, and you will be improving. Because see, whenever you will do conversation, you should be able to understand sentences. Okay, if you will understand sentences, you will be able to answer those questions, and you will be able to involve in those or that conversation. You will point out, you will answer, you will also put your perception, you will articulate your thought as well. That's why you should be able to understand, and you must listen a lot, because listening will help you. Even listening will teach you how to frame sentences, what to speak. Because if I talk about our first language in which we are fluent, what we do is when we were kid, we would mimic, we would imitate, and we would observe people how they are speaking, how they are articulating their thoughts. Whatever they would speak, we would try to speak, and we didn't care whether we are going to speak correctly or not. We only knew that we have to, speak, and that's why we learned that language. We became fluent in our first language. We are comfortable, we are natural, and at that time we had partners, we had people who would speak that language in which we are fluent. But talking about this language, we are learning second language, and we are not living in such a country where this language is spoken by people. Rarely this language is spoken. Still, we don't have that person who knows to speak this language. So what we will have to do is, in this scenario, we will have to learn this language by ourselves and with the help of internet. You have internet right now, you can take the advantage of this internet. You just have to see, right now you have options, you can do anything in order to improve your spoken English. If you want partner, you can find partner. If you want videos, if you want videos that you want to watch easily, you can find those videos which are in English, and you can watch videos in order to improve your spoken English. Okay, that's why I am telling you, man, and I'm emphasizing a lot, because even you are, mature enough, you can understand, you can analyze that which will helpful for you, which will work for your betterment. That's why I'm telling you that this will matter a lot, because speaking, you are learning a language, speaking will matter a lot, because you have to speak. uh, at the end you have to speak, okay, and without speaking you will not be able to articulate your thought. So you know that you have to speak, and language is all about speaking. So without speaking, don't you think you will not be able to improve your spoken English? Then why you are waiting for, man? You just stick with this and try to speak more and more. Doesn't matter what you are speaking. Suppose you are making a lot of mistake, still speak, man, because I know back of the mind, back of the day, what will happen is you will be improving your spoken English gradually, because our mind has been designed in such a way that if you will stick with something that you want to achieve, that you want to learn, doesn't matter whether you are good or not initially. When your mind will understand that you are sticking with it on regular basis, what will happen is your mind will attract same, your mind will attract the same thing that is required, that is mandatory, that will help you to improve your spoken English. So after 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, or 5 days, your mind will be attracting the same thing that will matter a lot, that will help you to improve your spoken English, man. Okay, that's why I'm telling you that you will have to do this. You will have to speak more and more. Doesn't matter whether you are speaking correctly or wrongly, speak in order to improve your spoken. Definitely this is a genuine way. And if you want to improve your spoken English for sure, then please do this. Except this, I know you will come across to a lot of videos on internet, but you will get confused, and all those video will be claiming the same thing, that you have to do this and that. And in all those videos, you will come to know they will be or those video will be claiming that you have to speak, or you have to stick with this method because you want to be fluent. For example, you want to improve writing skill, then you will have to write. Okay, you will have to write a lot. If you want to improve listening skill, you will have to stick with videos, you will have to listen a lot, because what will be happening, your listening power will be improving. Same thing will apply in your spoken English. You want to be fluent in spoken English, so same thing will apply here in spoken English. You want to be fluent, you will have to stick with fluence, you will have to stick with speaking. The more you will speak, gradually you will be becoming better in this language, and natural as well. You will sound natural, confident, and fluent. This is the way that you must stick with it. If you genuinely want to improve your spoken English, there is no doubt that you are learning this language for no reason, or what, after some practices you quit it, or you shift your direction somewhere else, then you cannot learn it, man. Overnight it's not gonna be possible. Okay, keep it in your mind. Now the choice is in your hand, man, what you want to do. Okay, I just wanted to share with you that this method you will have to stick with in order to improve your spoken English. There will be a lot of videos will be claiming do this and that, but back of the day you will fall, or you will come to know that you have to speak more and more. Without speaking, this language can't be learned. Okay, you will have to speak. Without speaking, none of the language can be learned. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand this video, and once again I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much.